Wow. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bedford. How are you doing tonight? Woo! As I look around, I see a wonderful room filled with beautiful, happy, smiley faces. I see a lot of fantastic, positive souls and a lot of sartorially elegant people. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing show. So welcome to the Bedford. Bienvenidos al Bedford. Me llamo Tony. How many people speak Spanish? Oh, impresionante. Okay. Me llamo Tony, and esta noche tenemos un espectáculo en un nivel muy, muy alto. I think we're going to have a good show tonight. So, how many people have never been to the Bedford before? Raise your hands if it's your first. Oh, shit, everyone. Okay. Well, apart from a couple. Welcome down tonight. We've got 5 eclectic, diverse, and truly brilliant acts to bring to the stage. But before we begin the show, let me explain a little bit about what's happening tonight. First of all, we've now closed these double doors to maintain this beautiful acoustic environment. And when you came in, there was no door entry fee for coming in. However, now that we've got you in here, we're going to ask you all to pay an expensive price to be here, because we're going to ask you, each and every one, to pay attention. Now, that's not the cheap option, actually. That's the expensive option, because we've got so many incredible talents to bring to the stage, and all we ask you to do in return for free, fabulous live music is to give your full attention to the artists and not to talk through the songs. Now, if you do need to have a chat, if you want to do a bit of networking or chat with some people you've come to catch up with, there will be an interval that we have cunningly placed just at the end of the first half and before the beginning of the second half. But also, you can egress the room at any time, should you wish, and go to the saloon bar. So to leave the room, use the door to the left now. That will take you to the loo, out for nicotine or fresh air, and out to the main bar. Secondly, if you have a mobile phone, please switch it to the silent position. If your phone starts ringing in the middle of someone's song, even if it's in the same key, it will still be a bit distracting. But please continue to use your phones throughout the night. Do take pictures and post messages and put video on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat and Tinder, whatever you tend to use your phone for. But do tag us. We are at the Bedford Pub on all good social media. And it's easy to remember because we are at the Bedford Pub. And finally, you may feel that you are alone in the world, but no one's truly alone. And tonight, we are sharing this show with many more people than you might imagine, because tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are streaming this show live and direct over the internet to the entire world! It's a big place, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to make it a little bit smaller with love, passion, and fantastic music. I'm going to do the emergency procedures for anyone who's not been here before. The emergency exits are, in the event of an emergency, to the left, straight ahead, and there's one upstairs. If at any point during the evening there should be a lack of music, small headphones will drop from the ceiling. To activate them, just pull them towards yourself. Make sure you're listening to good music before helping small children or elderly people. I'd like to do a quick promotional moment. If you like wine and you intend to drink some wine tonight, why not try some of my wine? This is my signature label. I have a collaboration with an incredible winery in Italy called the Torti Winery. And this is a rock and roll wine, ladies and gentlemen. This is Route 66 by Tony Moore. The labels are my stage clothes. A shirt and jacket and things. There's my signature there. But more importantly, the wine is fantastic. The red is a 91-point James Suckling awarded, highly awarded red wine. It's a Pinot Noir, delicious, and high in resveratrol, which is good for you. And the white is a Pinot Nero vinified in Bianco, which is basically a red grape where they take the skin off as they pulp it so that it makes a white wine. I never knew you could do that either. Anyway, we have the bottles here. You can buy the bottle of the glass, but if you'd like to be a part of the rock and roll Route 66 revolution in wine, do join me. Right, having said all of that, we're going to welcome to the stage our first performer. It's always tough to be the one that has to break the ice, especially after an introduction like that. So maybe you put a little extra love and energy into your applause, and welcome to the stage our good friend, the brilliant Mr. Tony Moore. Thanks very much. It's good to be here tonight. There's some cheese steak. Right, I'm going to do something I've never done before. And the reason that I've never done it before is partly because I've never done it before, and what I'm about to do will have never been done before. So Emily, who's playing later, I said I'm going to do the first song, and she said, well, can you write a song? So I'm going to write a song as the opening song. So first of all, I'll just take one word for the title of the song from anyone. Cow. Okay. And major or minor? Minor. So cow, minor, and I won't ask for the key because I might not be able to sing it in the key you choose. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. It will never be repeated, and let's see how we get on. When you came to this place tonight, you thought you'd have a professional in charge. Isn't that right? Someone who would sing a song you know, not just make up anything to go along with cow. And how will I do it? Get the cow in. And how will I do it? Because this is the first song of the night. This is my holy cow. He's gone and done it. Pow! What a song. How did he do it? Let's sing along. It's number one. It's number one. It's number one in the list of songs that are gonna come. Not number two. That comes after me and you. It's number one. I did for fun, but you know, even if you're making it all up, you can make it sad and make it mean such a lot, like a melody you've never had. In the palm of your hand before we're back to F minor, thank God, F minor here. I didn't want to fear the fact that I couldn't find a word to sing. Now it rhymes with cow. Woo! Right. That comes from my never-to-be-released greatest unhit album. Right, Nick Austin, are you in the building? Are you close? Oh, he's up there. Right, we need... So this is the way it's going to work tonight. We've got 5 artists. Each act's going to come onto the stage. They're going to play 2 songs. After each song, you give a massive round of applause. When they finish the 2 songs, they'll leave the stage. The next actor will come on whilst I'm talking up here, and the other actors just left the stage. They're going to come on and plug themselves right in. They're not going to worry about me finishing talking. And when they finish the song, they're going to come on and sit down and get ready with the guitar so that they're ready to start the moment I stop talking. And then we come up to the interval, and we're going to do the same thing in the second half, where whilst I'm talking, they're going to walk onto the stage and get themselves in place. So when I introduce them, there isn't an awkward gap in between. We're going to do that in the second half. There are going to be 5 artists. We're going to do it in a slightly different order. At the end of the night, it's time to go home. Whew. That's quick, isn't it? So, artists, just make sure that we'll take a winger on this one because we did a sound check beforehand. But be ready at the side of the stage where there's a step on this side. Makes it a little easier as well. So will you please put your hands together, though, and welcome to the stage our first act to play 2 songs to begin the night, the brilliant Mr. Nick Austin.
Cheers, thanks for having me. Just gonna get started. Time as a diver declines, blind to the changing tide, down an overgrown pond, say today's the day I found a way to free you, Emily. And how many nights and days will she remain this way? Liz, they were a word or a phrase to break a chain. Smile again with me. So she stays unaware of her cage, slow to the closing door. For the life she left lived with a love that needs blue Emily. And how many nights and days will she remain this way? Liz, they were a word or a phrase to break her chain. Smile again with me.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers, my name's Nick Austin. I'm on all the internet stuff. Look it up if you want. Thanks for having me down. I live in Brighton, well, I live outside of Brighton, but so it's a bit of a trek to get here, but it's really fun to see that it's this. Okay, so I've got one more, right? And it's on the same cafe. And then I'm back later. Cool, thanks for listening. I was saying to someone earlier, I did a gig a while back where I was playing in the same room as the Wimbledon final, and everyone was telling me to shut up. So this is way nicer than that. Thank you.
Won't you sing that song for me, the one that always sent us off to sleep in peace? You're our bird of paradise. You built your own lock and key. sent us off to sleep in peace. You're a man of paradise. You built your own lock and key.
Cheers. Cool. Shall I take it out?
Ladies and gentlemen, the brilliant Nick Austin. What a beautiful way to start the night. Thank you, Nick. And as he explained, he will be back in the second half of the show. Now, we're going to take a few seconds whilst behind me Nick leaves the stage and our next artist gets herself set up and plugged in. They will be ably assisted through the evening by Rich, our sound engineer. Now, I know it's the beginning of the night and you've only heard 3 songs, but they've already sounded pretty good. So I'm going to ask you to give Rich a big round of applause for being a great sound engineer. But then at the end of the night, when you realise what a phenomenal job he's done with 5 artists over 2 sets, you'll want to double that applause at the end of the night. But I just put that out there now. If you're watching live on the internet anywhere in the world, thanks for joining us. This show, by the way, you can see on YouTube or you can see on Facebook right now and will be archived. So if you have friends or family around the world that you would like to share this show with, you can send them a text or a tweet, or you can just put it on Facebook. And it's basically facebook.com/The Bedford Pub, which is what I said at the beginning. It's in the timeline right now as I talk to you. So I'm going to say a big hi to Rania, who's watching in Canada. When the show finishes, it will instantly be ready to watch again, as you know, with the kind of Facebook Live things. I'm going to test your musical knowledge a little bit because as artists are setting up, some are quicker than others. It requires me to talk to you quite a lot. So apart from the things I'm going to tell you, I thought I'd try you with a musical challenge. So Woodstock was probably the most famous festival, one of the biggest first festivals that kind of launched the whole festival thing. But do you know who was the highest paid performer at Woodstock? Yes, Jimi Hendrix. Very good. Big round of applause. Yes. Well done. Do you know how much Jimi Hendrix got paid? Have you been before? You see, that's the trouble. When I say, has anyone been here before, and you put your hands up and I go, not been here before, and I think it's everyone, there's somebody here who's heard the thing before. I better try something different now then. But the other thing that we do then was we do it in the reverse, right? Which is you can get to ask me a question. So I try and be very open about this. So you can ask me anything you like, anything that's been keeping you up late at night, anything that's been worrying you, anything that's been perturbing you. It can be historical, mathematical, scientific. It can be personal, public, whatever you want. But we're all ready to start, so we'll have to save that thought. Save up a question. Right, we're going to welcome back to the Bedford after a small absence an incredibly talented singer and songwriter, and I'm so thrilled she's here. We had a great chat at the beginning of the evening about the slightly old days, not that long ago in the grand scheme of things. So happy to have you back. Will you please put your hands together and give a massive stadium-sized round of applause for Emily Stratford!
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think we're going to jump right in. This song's called Bruise.
Wish I could help block out every thought for you, but I'm so obtuse about knowing what to do. No, you're not missing anything. No, I am here for everything. No, it's okay to bruise, oh darling, I'm never gonna let you go, and it's okay to bruise, I'm never gonna let you go. On the cusp of another fight, I'll be the one that's by your side. lost another time, but you were always on my mind. No, you're not missing anything. No, I am here for everything. No, it's okay to bruise. Oh, darling, I'm never gonna let you go, and it's okay to bruise. I'm never gonna let you go, and it's okay to bruise. Oh, darling, I'm never gonna let you go, and it's okay to bruise. It's okay to bruise, oh darling. It's okay to bruise. I'm never gonna let you go, and it's okay to bruise, oh darling. It's okay to bruise. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I've had a 3-year break, and this is my first gig back, and I'm so happy to be here. And it's so nice to see so many friendly faces and people I hope to meet after the gig. I had my very first gig here 13 years ago in London. I'm from Australia. I've lost my accent. Apologies. And it's just such a special place for me, and this is kind of a moment being back here, and I'm just so grateful to share it with you all tonight. Before I forget, I'm going to say hello to my mum and dad who are watching in Australia, and my sister at some point will be watching after work, but hello family in Australia. This song is called Pressures.
You're never gonna let me go. You're never gonna let them win. Let me tell you something, baby, before we're about to begin. I hope you're up and ready, 'cause this road won't be steady. Let me tell you something, baby, show them who burns things. Oh, 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 oh. You're never gonna let me go. You're never gonna let them win. But I'm going out like a fighter, and they can take it on the chin. Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you very much. See you soon.
Wow, beautiful set. Welcome home, Emily.
Thank you.
You need. Oh, we've turned your mic off now.
That's okay.
Hang on.
No, it's still on.
Oh, right, okay.
We're not doing Q&A, are we? Because I was going to unplug. I can.
Yeah, no, I thought you wanted to talk, but you want to unplug.
I'm going to unplug.
Okay.
Thank you.
Unplug, yes, that's fine. Carry on. Yes, right, and that was Emily plugged and now unplugged, to use the 1980s musical term. Right, so I offered you the chance to ask me a question. So this is the way it works. If you have a question for me, I will do my best to answer that question, whatever that question may be. It can be anything you want. And does anyone have a question for me? No. Okay, that's fine. Oh, sorry, what was your question? What do I think of Liz Truss? I'm not sure if I trust her. Do you know what? I think I read somewhere today that is she now the new Prime Minister? Is that? To be honest, I stay away from TV, newspapers, anything really these days. And I knew that she was in the running with Richard, but I didn't realise it's all happened, has it? Okay, what do I think of her? I think she's the new Prime Minister. There you go. That's what I think, right? For the time being. But if you come back in a couple of months to see another gig, ask me the same question again. We'll see where we get on with that. But that's the kind of question we kind of want, really. Anybody else with a nice, challenging political question? No, fine. Right. I'm going to, whilst our next artist whilst Ellis is getting himself up on stage. Where is Ellis? Oh, he's there. Yeah, so basically, as one act finishes, the next act is going to come on stage. Otherwise, there's that big awkward gap. And that's why I'm talking all this time. Right? I don't really have any questions to answer, but that's fine. That's right. Welcome back. So, whilst we do that, though, I thought another bit of music trivia. We haven't done this one before, so you won't know the answer. See how often I use the same questions. 1964, in August, the Beatles went on their first American tour, and they played, their first date was in San Francisco. Does anyone know the name of the venue? And half of the name of the venue was the name of my opening song. So that's a clue. Cow. But a very posh shed. Cow Palace, yes. The Cow Palace in San Francisco. So that's where the Beatles did their first gig. On the tour, they also played in New York, where I think it was the Forest Hill Stadium, where they met Bob Dylan. And Bob Dylan invited the boys back to his place, and he gave them a jazz cigarette to smoke and said, have you ever smoked this before? And they went, oh, no, we've never had one before. Never had one before, right? And he said, well, that surprises me, because I thought in your song, when it was I want to get high, but it's I can't get high, it's I can't hide. Anyway, so apparently John said to Ringo, you try it first, and Ringo smoked it all, because he didn't realize you were meant to pass it around. And so then Bob Dylan made one for each of them. There you go, a little bit of music trivia. And now we're ready to go. So will you please put your hands together and welcome to stage our next performer, the brilliant Mr. Ellis Berry.
Thank you. Sorry, everyone. I didn't know 4 acts had gone. I'm sorry, Tony. Yeah, I'm Ellis Berry. I'm going to play all my own songs. First one's called Black and White. I hope you like it. You see black and I see white. You say wrong when I say right. You feel love and I feel cold. And
try to find some comfort in these moments of despair. Don't know if I should be a lover, I just happen to be there. I know sometimes you feel like I'm the only one. I'm here to tell you that I'm not. Because when I let go, wish I could pick you up and take you on. But know that love never dies, it only slips into disguise. Darling, I must go. You turn left and I'll go right, but let's make sure we don't lose sight. I know there's someone who can give you more than I can give you, but we only try to find some comfort in these moments of despair. Don't know if I should be your lover, I just happen to be there. I know you tell yourself right now that I'm the only one, but I'm here to tell you that I'm not. Oh, 'cause when I let go, wish I could pick you up and take you on. Pick you up and take you on. Love never dies, it only slips into disguise. Darling, I must go. They're never gonna change you. They're never gonna change me. They're never gonna change us. We'll always stay the same. They're never gonna change you. They're never gonna change me. They're never gonna change us. We'll always stay the same. They're never gonna change you. They're never gonna change me. They're never gonna change us. We'll always stay the same. They're never gonna change you. They're never gonna change me. They're never gonna change us. We'll always stay the same. They're never gonna change you. They're never gonna change me. They're never gonna change us. We'll always stay the same. They're never gonna change you. They're never gonna change me. They're never gonna change us. We'll always stay the same. They're never gonna change you. They're never gonna change me. They're never gonna change us. We'll always stay the same. They're never gonna change you. They're never gonna change me. They're never gonna change us. We'll always stay the same. No, because when I let go, wish I could pick you up and take you on. But know that love never dies, it only slips into disguise. Darling, I must go.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This next song I'm going to play, I've never played in public before, actually, so it's a bit of a risk. It's called Waterfall, and I hope it goes right for everyone's sake. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, every beat of my heart. You take me back to the start. I'm hit by Cupid with a dart. I can face life apart, even though I don't say I love you every day. But right now I need you back to the start. Just let love waterfall inside your heart. Just let love waterfall. Give me your love. Just let love waterfall. Give me your heart. Just let love waterfall. Waterfall, waterfall. This feels like tripping in love after I slip in lust. I wanna give you my heart to slowly reconstruct. Had a broken heart, was ripped in part. I went back to the start. Put your faith in me, I can help you breathe and help you when times are hard. I don't say how I'm feeling. I give love different meanings. With every beat of my heart, I take you back to the start. I'm hit with Cupid with a dart. I can face life apart, even though I don't say I love you every day. But right now I need you back to the start. Just let love waterfall inside your heart. Just let love waterfall. Give me your love. Just let love waterfall inside your heart. Just let love waterfall. Waterfall, waterfall, let love waterfall inside your heart. Just let love waterfall. Give me your love. Just let love waterfall inside your heart. Just let love waterfall, waterfall. Give me your love. Just let love waterfall.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ellis.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ellis Berry. Fantastic job, thank you. Ellis will be back in the second half doing another 2 songs, of course. I know a few people have joined us since we began this evening. Thank you for coming down tonight. Basically, tonight we have 5 artists, each playing 2 songs, and then coming back in the second half to play another 2 songs. We do live music here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. If you've never been before, it's nearly always free to come in. And if you check the bedford.com for the listings, you'll see occasionally we have like a private hire night or a ticketed night, but it's mainly free shows. So do check the website out to see what's coming up. I have to say, though, that you are such an amazing audience, because I could just say this to butter you up, and I'm partly doing that anyway, but I really mean it, because you're giving support, love, and energy and focus to all these artists. And I have to tell you, that is the most priceless commodity you can ever give a performer. So thank you for doing that. In return, you're just getting some insanely talented people come to this stage and share their magic with you. Our next artist is a singer and songwriter that we love very much here at the Bedford. We're very lucky to get a few songs from him before he goes off on a major tour shortly. I won't say any more than that. But he's an amazing singer and songwriter, and you'll see that in just a moment. Rich, of course, is doing his job of being production manager and plugging a few things in. And that gives me the opportunity to let you know about my own special show coming up here on the 21st of September. Now, the opening song I did, of course, won't be featured in it, because well, if you weren't here, that was just a piece of spontaneous creativity. Could have gone anywhere. However, there is a show I do called Awake, which is about a 1.5-hour show. It's very visual. There's a big screen here that's down throughout the show, lots of video, lots of immersive sounds and effects, and lots of lead guitar. So if you fancy checking that out, that's also free as well. That's on the website. You can check it out for September the 21st. I think there's about 15 or 20 spaces left for that. But I do it every month. So if you miss this month, there'll be another one coming around, like London Buses, although probably a bit quicker in this day and age. So any questions at this point, by the way? How are we doing? Anything anyone would like to know? It could be deep and meaningful. It could be... Was that a question? No. That's just quietly talking about. Oh, question. Yes, hello. The history of the Bedford. Okay, there's been a building on this site now for probably a couple of 100 years. It's been a hotel. As the railways developed, obviously pubs and hotels developed next to railway stations, because back in the day, railway travellers needed somewhere to stay the night and to have a nice meal on a long journey on trains that were running on steam. This current concoction of the Bedford was kind of rebuilt in about 1936. And this room that we're in right now was built as a Masonic temple. And so there's a lot of internal structure within this that's very symmetrical, 12 pillars, 12 columns. There used to be coats of arms all the way around the top here. And it was, of course, built to emulate the spirit of Shakespeare's Globe Theatre before they knew what it really looked like, because they hadn't discovered it and dug it up at that point. And the pictures on the wall around here are all taken here. James Bay there, Georgia Smith here, Sam Smith, Jack Savoretti, Katie Tunstall, Ed Sheeran. And our passion here at the Bedford is to create a stage where amazing artists have the chance to be seen and heard at their absolute best. So we have a great sound system, we have a great sound engineer, and we have great music, and we have great audiences. And all together, we have a great time. So thank you for that question, and we're now ready to introduce our next performer. So will you give a stadium-sized round of applause for the incredible Cartwright?
Heard you bought a house somewhere out of town. It's got a little garden with no one else around. It's my idea of hell, but I hope it's going well. Will it last forever? Only time will tell. Slide with nowhere to breathe. Feel like I'm on repeat. It's late. Everywhere I go keeps changing, but I keep fucking up the same things. Where I'm going, I don't know. Oh, I'm stuck out in limbo. I work a 9 to 5 to keep the dream alive. I'm a disappointment to what you had in mind. You're in a different lane, baby, on the way. Oh, how those teenage heartbreaks feel so far away. Everywhere I go keeps changing, but I keep fucking up the same things. Where I'm going, I don't know. Oh, I'm stuck out in limbo. These empty places and expectations are killing me. I keep on waiting, but there are places I'd rather be. It's late. Everywhere I go keeps changing, but I keep fucking up the same thing. Where I'm going, I don't know. Oh, I'm stuck out in limbo, 'cause late. Everywhere I go keeps changing, but I keep fucking up the same things. Where I'm going, I don't know. Oh, I'm stuck out in limbo, yeah. Ooh. much. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you all so much. I'm Cartwright. It's a pleasure to be here with you all. I've been once before, but I think it's when all those travel problems are happening, and there's certainly a fuller crowd tonight. So thank you very much for coming down to check me out and all the other wonderful artists. I'm going to play you a few songs. I'm also going to tune my guitar at the same time, which is quite a difficult act to do. However, there you go. It's done, which is fantastic. I'm going to play you another song now. It's called Devil in Me. Haven't released anything yet, so wow, they're really excited about Devil in Me in there, aren't they? Buzzing. Yeah, I haven't released anything yet, so this is going to be the first song. I don't think I've said this, actually. I meant to say it tomorrow. My manager's here somewhere, but anyway, I'll say it. It's coming out next week, so that'll be fun. So if you don't want to listen to it, go check it out. It goes like this. Life's a land that I'm yet to discover. I'm pretty sure it won't find us in the suburbs. We dream of adventure, foreign complexions, parties and hula figurines, and all the troubles that can find us in between. Well, the devil in me loves the devil in you. So honey, let's be back together. The devil in me ain't got nothing to lose. I wanna find where the wild things are. Wanna haul in a half-blood moon. And I don't know if you want me, 'cause I'm up for raising hell with you. Life's a beach that I saw on a billboard. We live in hope that we'll get what we pay for. Or we could be happy riding Ducatis down in the Gulf of Mexico, or tearing up the Atlas as we go. Well, the devil in me loves the devil in you. So honey, let's be back together. The devil in me got nothing to lose. So who needs heaven? I wanna find where the wild things are. Wanna haul in a half-blood moon. And I don't know if you want me, 'cause I'm up for raising hell with you. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you. I'll be back.
Wow, thank you. Beautiful songs. I love that so much. That's coming out next week. And social media, this is Cartwright, I believe, is the way you track Cartwright down. We only have one more act to bring to the stage before we take a short interval. And whilst we get everything set up for that, I just want to do a little bit more self-promotion, seeing as I'm on the stage and I've got the mic. But next Friday, or Thursday night, at about 0 seconds past midnight, Julian Lennon releases a new album, and it's called Jude. And I have a song on that album of mine that he's singing. So if you would like to go near Spotify or Amazon or stream and have a listen. Julian co-wrote the song with me. It's a song called Love Never Dies, and it's something very special for both of us. But I'm very thrilled to have one of my tunes sung by such a legendary artist, but on an amazing new album. So look out for the new album by Julian Lennon. And there you go. That's it, really. I'm going to move this microphone down a little bit because I think this is the better height. There we go. Now, we are welcoming back to the stage yet another extended member of the Bedford family. She's an amazing singer, a fantastic songwriter, and played here quite a few times over the last few years. We love her very much. You're in for a very special journey of ethereal magic and beautiful melodic imagery. So will you put your hands together for the fantastic MARGO RAATS?
California burning everything I used to know. I wonder what it feels like walking through an open door. So I cancel my plans and I'm hiding again when it ever gets too close. California burning everything I used to know. Oh my own, too far gone, only dancing with the light, all alone on the floor. It's hard to take it slow. I've been on a road trip, didn't even notice I got halfway around the world. Isn't it romantic, drowning in my sadness? I know I've been here before. No, I don't recognize these places. Photos I took are slowly fading. I've been on a road trip, didn't even notice I got halfway around the world. I'm sorry that you called, no, I couldn't pick up the phone. The sound of your voice, oh, it only makes it worse. So I cancel my plans and I'm hiding again when it ever gets too close. California burning everything I used to know. On my own, too far gone, only dancing with the light, all alone on the floor. It's hard to take it slow. Well, I've been on a road trip, didn't even notice I got halfway around the world. Isn't it romantic, drowning in my sadness? I know I've been here before. No, I don't recognize these places. Photos I took are slowly fading. I've been on a road trip, didn't even notice I got halfway around the world. Will you drive me home? 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 Ooh, 'cause I've been on a road trip, didn't even notice I got halfway around the world. Isn't it romantic, drowning in my sadness? I know I've been here before. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm not going to do a lot of talking because I'm not that good at talking in front of people, but that song is called Road Trip, and the next song I'm going to sing is called Crying in a Taxi.
Stood outside for hours, didn't really mind it for the slightest chance for you to end my night. Should have read the warning signs, but I guess you made me blind. Waiting for your call, but I'm getting tired. thinking I could win. No surprise, no surprise. All I did was chase the lights into beyond. But now I'm crying in the taxi. Make myself wait till the last day. This time, I think sorry lost its meaning. Want to, but I don't believe it. This time, I've learned that love is more than joint shadows on the wall. It takes time to know someone. 'Cause the better days of us was getting high and getting lost. Finding comfort in the endless in between. What a sin, I regret letting you in. To be honest, I feel stupid, thinking I could win. But no surprise, no surprise. All I did was chase the lights, and to be honest, but now I'm crying in the taxi. Made myself a lasting. This time, I think sorry lost its meaning. Want to, but I don't believe it. 'Cause this time, got me crying in the taxi. This time, you got me crying in the taxi. Got me crying in the taxi. Made myself wait till it lasted. This time, it's time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, that was amazing, Margot. Thank you so much. We're going to take a very short break now, just 10 minutes, and then we will be restarting the second half, and Margot is going to begin the second half for us. Take this opportunity to have a chat, get some drinks at the bar, make some noise, because your beautiful attention will be required in 10 minutes' time when we start the second half. So we're back with more great live music in 10 minutes after this. Right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin the second part of tonight's show. We're not going to start just yet, although Margo is sat right next to me, ready to start. But there are still a few people to come back in, and a few people that have just arrived. So thank you for being part of tonight's show. If you have a table and some seats, do feel free to make yourselves comfortable now. If you're watching live on the internet, by the way, thank you very much. We do ask everyone at home to show solidarity with the people here. So we hope that at home you've been listening and not talking through the songs. We've got a new system where we can kind of hear what's going on around the world through the internet. And there were some people just outside Oldham that were quite noisy. So if you could just, during the performance, just keep that down just a little bit, that would be great. Yes, I am in Bullshit Freefall, which is a scary place to be because we're only halfway through the night. But I'd like to find out very quickly, I know we have some friends from the southern hemisphere on the other side of the world, from Argentina. Bienvenidos, de mis amigos de Argentina. How many people have traveled from another country to be here? Not necessarily tonight, but you're here tonight. Okay. How many people have... Oh, hello. Yes, yes. How many people have traveled from north of the river to be here tonight? Well done. It wasn't that hard, was it? I know it's psychologically quite challenging to come to South London. How many people have come within a distance of a mile of the Bedford tonight? Well done, thank you. You're in the hood. You're one of our team here. So the Bedford has been running, well, it's been running many, many years. In answer to your question earlier about the history of the Bedford, we've had live music here since well before I was here. Through the 60s and the early 70s, it was actually one of the original places for dub reggae sound systems. And quite a large part of the reggae community back in the early 70s remember the Bedford lovingly for what we used to do here then. I wasn't around then, it was a whole different thing. But then it evolved into a bit more of a rocky thing. U2 did one of their early gigs down here, apparently. Wasn't here for that either. However, over the last 19 years that I have been here, we have managed to create a space where people can come and listen to the finest of new and emerging artists. And you are part of that journey, so thank you very much. As you can see, most of you are sat down and ready for the show to start. So we're going to begin the second half the way that we finished the first half, with a fantastic performance from an amazing and beautiful singer-songwriter. All you have to do is sit back and relax and join the journey once more and give a massive round of applause for MARGO RAATS.
I don't want you to change for me. If you did it, be nice. I don't want you to rush. I need you to trust for when we collide. Is it all in my head? I'm seeing red. Is that what you said? Is that what you meant? 'Cause we're just like night and day, day, day. We're moving different ways. Oh, we're just like night and day, day, day. But nothing's out of place. We don't walk away. We just play it safe. If we ever go there, then nothing has to change. I'm here wide awake, and you're in outer space. I'm trying to turn the pages. I'm trying to explain it. I don't want you to cry for me, but if you did it, be nice. I don't want you to hide. I need you to fight for once in your life. Just show me you care, 'cause I'm well aware of the demons inside. We keep them alive, 'cause we're just like night and day, day, day. We're moving different ways. Oh, we're just like night and day. If we ever go there, then nothing has to change. I'm here wide awake, and you're in outer space. I'm trying to turn the pages, I'm trying to explain it. I try to surrender myself, but I can't think of having you not on my mind all the time. Let's try just a little bit longer. Well, I won't be offended, 'cause we're just like night and day, moving different ways. But we're just like night and day, but nothing's out of place. Oh, we don't walk away, we just play it safe. If we ever go there, then nothing has to change. And I'm here wide awake, you're in outer space. I'm trying to turn the pages, well, I'm trying to explain it, but we're just like night and day. Thank you. Before I do the last song, I just want to say thank you so much for listening to the music, and Tony for having me. You're the best. The last song I'm going to sing is called I Wish I Was a Moon. Does it ever get too much? Get it if it does, but how am I supposed to know? Getting caught up in my thoughts, it's not on you to be a savior, 'cause that's what I need. I wish I was the moon, so peacefully, and I enjoy the view, 'cause we're dancing along in a world gone round. At least I'll be staring at you. I'm sure you'll be just fine, out of my control, and all I do is shine. At night when you come home from work, does it ever feel like that when you swim through all of my thoughts? Well, I wish I
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Margot RAATS. And if you want to find her online, if you go to Instagram, I believe it's this is Margot _ on Instagram, yes. What an amazing singer, amazing performance. Her voice reminds me of the most beautiful, expensive single malt whiskey poured over a cube of ice carved out of a glacier and placed in the most expensive crystal glass, the most exquisite drink. Sorry, I'm very visual in my life. And anyway, one more time, Margot RAATS. Brilliant job, Margot. Right. Now, we've got 4 more artists to bring to the stage in a slightly different order from the way that we did it at the beginning. And each artist will be playing, obviously, 2 different songs. And then we have a little surprise coming up somewhere in the show towards the end. I'm not going to say any more than that, but be prepared for something that you haven't experienced just yet. Something, actually, we haven't done before properly on this stage. And I'm very excited to see it as well. If those of you who weren't here at the beginning, if you like red or white wine, by the way, we now are stocking my own signature series of wines. The red wine is the Pinot Noir, Route 66, and the white is also Route 66, Pinot Nero. Anyway, we have them at the bar. I know some people have already... You're having some... How is it? Are you enjoying it? Are you about to try it? It is very nice, isn't it? Thank you very much. Had the thumbs up from the table here. Well done. Good stuff. Well, pass it around. No, sorry. You know, you bought it. Right, we're going to welcome back to the stage now an amazing singer and songwriter that we saw in the first half. Will you please put your hands together one more time for the brilliant Ellis Berry?
Thank you very much. Okay, so the next song is kind of another new one that no one's really heard before. It's called Lost Souls, and it's about some people I met last year in London. You'll see.
A bleach blonde surfer, not an average guy. Now he works in an office in the London skyline. Got no sandy hair or no beads in his wrist, just a big black briefcase and a to-do list. She's a ballroom dancer, used to dazzling stage lights. Now she's in a skirt and dress code tights. There ain't no soul or rhythm in the office, making money for the man with a bunch of fakers. So they gotta stop talking about all the things that make them doubt, set their mind to breaking out. I know my mind's breaking down, see them fences all around, set a lifeline I won't drown. And they said stop, don't chase it, we don't want any more. With their suits off, as they're running out of the door, heading back to the beaches with the ballroom floors. Gonna chase our dreams, swim away from the shore now. He's a bleach blonde surfer working out on the tides. Since he left the city, he don't care about the time. He can't explain how exhausted he was working the grind, till he left that life, the life he wanted to find. She's back to ballroom dancing in the dazzling stage lights. Now she's got a contract and a future in sight. There ain't no solar rhythm in the office, making money for the man with a bunch of fakers. So they gotta stop talking about all the things that make them doubt, set their minds breaking out. I know my mind's breaking down, see them fences all around. Send a lifeline, I won't drown. Then they said stop, don't chase it, we don't want any more. Rip their suits off as they're running out of the door, heading back to the beaches with the ballroom floors. Gonna chase our dreams, swim away from the shore. Escape to dreamland where they don't have to hide, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This last song I'm going to play is kind of the only song that's released actually from this set. It's called City Life. This is what everyone will have probably heard if they come and seen me play before. It's I'm a country boy and I've moved to a city, and this is all about how I felt about it. I wrote this song pretty much the first night I moved here. So yeah, I hope you like it. That was a fail.
Life is a million miles apart from the rolling fields and all the country farms. Gotta watch yourself when you walk the streets, making sure I'm careful where I put my feet. Hey, some people walk on by, most people won't say hi. Some people make a friend like the stranger did on the circle line. Yeah, guess this is city life. It comes through me in the dead of night, got me feeling like it's fight or flight. But my head hurts from the city noise. All the glam girls and the pretty boys. I live in the city that never sleeps, and as I walk the streets and I rub the peace, the sounds bleep as they song. I see how the city life slowly creeps. It's overwhelming me, it's overtaking me. It's not the normal life that I know. And I'm stumbling home at 3:15 a.m. living the life, the city's now my playpen, dodging between the real and the fake men. No, I'm playing the game like I play the guitar. If you wanna come out, then trouble's never far. This city could have you caving in like a house of cards. Some people walk on by, most people won't say hi. Some people make a friend like the stranger did on the circle line. Yeah, guess this is city life. It comes through me in the dead of night, got me feeling like it's fight or flight. And my head hurts from the city noise. All the glam girls girls and the pretty boys. I live in the city that never sleeps, and as I walk the streets and I rob the peace, the sirens bleep as this. I see how the city life slowly creeps. It's overwhelming me, it's overtaking me. It's not the normal life that I know. The city life is a million miles apart from all the rolling fields and all the country farms. I find a familiar mind and start ignoring all the thieves and all the car alarms. This city's not the place that raised me. Undergrounds and the big smoke don't faze me. Maybe it'll be the city life that makes me, or a fly blind and my mind goes crazy. I gotta switch on, I gotta fix on all the best things to propel me to the top from. Strolling fields with my visions in mind, to a flight with my wings when the people said I got none. North, south, east, west, London's my home now. New grind, no, we never slow down. Feel the weight of worlds are put on top of me, but I ain't stopping till I hold hears my music properly. But my head hurts from the city noise. All the glam girls and the pretty boys. I live in a city that never sleeps, and as I walk the streets and I rob the peace, the sirens bleep as they sing. I see how the city life slowly creeps. It's overwhelming me, it's overtaking me. It's not the normal life that I know. I see how the city life slowly creeps. It's overwhelming me, it's overtaking me. It's not the normal life that I know.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ellis.
Thanks, Tony.
Ellis
Thanks,
Berry,
everyone.
ladies and gentlemen. Right, we've got 3 more acts to bring to the stage, and whilst we just get things ready for the next thing, I want to give you all a cautionary tale, ladies and gentlemen, because they do say that 90, most accidents occur in the home. And I didn't know that if I believed that. I thought, you know, home generally is a pretty safe place. There's not much can go wrong. There aren't any speeding cars or strange people wandering through your front room unless you left the door open. But I can vouch for the fact that your home can actually be a dangerous place. Because yesterday, I was reaching for some nuts in the top of my cupboard. And there was a bottle of Worcestershire sauce. Now, I don't know how many of you have used a bottle of Worcestershire, anyway, the brown sauce stuff. But the bottles are pretty heavy-duty bottles. They're not a lightweight bottle. And I knocked it. And as it fell out, I couldn't grab it in time. And I thought, oh, goodness, that's going to be Worcestershire sauce all over the floor. What a mess. No, it was a worse mess. The big crash that I heard was the Worcestershire sauce falling onto the ceramic hob of my oven and smashing it. So, ceramic hobs, Nick, yes, we are ready for you. Yep. Otherwise, this is going to be my whole week's journey of challenges. But anyway, did you know that underneath the ceramic hob there's just like a normal little kind of ring of heat? And I hadn't really thought about it, but it's not integrated. There's just glass on top of a thing, right? But the problem is, the glass is crazy expensive to repair. In fact, a replacement glass over the top apparently is £200. And that's just if you buy it and try and fit it yourself, which isn't advised. So yesterday afternoon, I tried to find a Currys to buy a new oven. You'd be surprised how few Currys there are left in the world. They've all kind of gone to mega sites, and there used to be a really big one in Fulham, gone. So I was driving around all over London trying to find a Currys until I found one in Collier's Wood. And so I bought a brand new oven for £274, which really broke my heart because I could have got quite a nice guitar for that. And then £100 to deliver it. So that's nearly £400, which would be a very, very, very nice guitar. As a musician, it really breaks my heart to buy an oven instead of a guitar. But I understand that in order to cook food properly, it's much better to have an oven that doesn't have smashed glass on the top and exposed, heated coils of metal. Anyway, we're ready to introduce our next artist. So be careful with your Worcestershire sauce where you put it. That's all I'm going to say. It can be a dangerous thing unannounced on top of your oven. So ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to the stage, the brilliant Mr. Nick Austin.
Cheers, thank you.
watching the villages.
Oh, I've forgotten the lyrics. I'm going to do a different one. I was thinking about whether to do that, and I was like, I haven't played it in so long. And it's a story, so it just doesn't work if you swap the other one. It kind of has a punchline at the end. Cheers, thank you, thank you.
She'd never smoked cigarettes or been in love before. Holding her faraway heart, one half resigned. Stepfather meets out the weeks, hand-me-down platitude. Why won't the early bird wait once in a while? Hand me those hand-me-down blues, the ones I made for you, stitched up by the sun and the moon. She'd never smoked cigarettes or been in love before. Holding a faraway heart, one half resigned. So hand me those hand-me-down blues, the ones I made for you, stitched up by the sun and the moon.
Cheers, thanks for that. Thanks for bearing with me. So yeah, I'm Nick Austin. I am on Spotify, but there's another Nick Austin who's like a kind of weird DJ, and Spotify keeps giving my songs to him. I don't know how to stop that. He's wiping the floor with me. So even if you didn't like what I'm doing, it would be a great help just to just go on your laptop and just play the album. You can mute it. I'm not going to tell the difference because I got to catch him. Yeah. Got one more. Thanks for having me. It's lovely this night. Really good. Never played it before. Honestly thought there'd be no one here, but yeah, it's great that there is. Hope you like it.
I saw him last amongst the cornfields that stalk the sea along the cliff. Well, now you ask, he did seem nervous, but I just walked away. I thought I saw his wife behind him. I thought his boy was with them too. But now you say they haven't seen him, and I just walked away. Maybe he'll come around. I've stayed to say hello. I saw him lost amongst the cornfields, but I just walked away. Maybe he'll come around. Maybe that's him right now. I'll go there every day, searching through the golden maze, and I can't walk away.
Wow, Nick Austin, thank you. Such beautiful songs, beautiful playing. And I play guitar, and my guitar has got none of those chords on it. So I'm going to have to buy one of those guitars, I think, next, because I want to be able to play those chords. Brilliant stuff. It took me on such a gorgeous journey, and I am a little bit older than many people here, and I do remember the early 70s and going to see Genesis and being in love with nursery crime and foxtrot. And there's just a flavour of that beautiful English progressiveness in what you're doing there. It's gorgeous stuff. Anyway, Nick Austin, ladies and gentlemen. Follow him on Spotify. Don't listen to that other Nick Austin. This is the one you want to be following and listening to. Right. I've forgotten where I was going now. Yes, I am completely in bullshit freefall. So there's anything I tell you or say to you now has got absolutely no relevance or pertinence to anything in life, except it's just filling a gap. So should you wish to ask me a question at this point and help me along, I will do my best to answer it. It could be about my sartorial elegance. It could be to do about the history of Balaam. It could be anything you want, really. Oh, hello. Well, my accent originally is from the West Country. Yes. Did you guess Bristol? You didn't go Swindon, did you? No, it's Bristol. Yes, I was born in Bristol, and I thought I'd escape Bristol, but the problem with the Bristolian accent is that in Bristol, we always stick an L on the end of any word that ends in a vowel. Now, it used to be called, apparently it used to be called Bristow, but we stuck an L on it, Bristol. For instance, if you want to say, give me a word that ends in a vowel. Hello? Sorry? Shampoo. Shampoo. Yeah, the Bristolians would say, I've got some shampoo down, I've got a good ideal, right? I've got a good ideal. Anyway, that's the Bristolian accent. However, when I was quite young, my mother sent me to elocution lessons when I was about 8 or 9. And I used to do theatre studies on Saturday mornings, and they knocked that out of me and eventually got me this far. But if I'm being a bit lazy, a bit drunk, or a bit fast, you can hear it in my R's. Yes, good question, but thank you very much. That's the kind of level of question. I'll give her a big round of applause for asking such a fabulous, time-consuming question. I think we've got time for one short question, a half questionette, if there's such a thing. Just any old question. Very good. Very good. I did have an Indeset, which was quite fine. It did the job. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't like super top end, but it heated shit up, which is really all I needed it to do, right? But then it got smashed. So I went to Curry's, and I don't know if you've had this experience at Curry's, but there's like 1 million people in purple shirts, and none of them can serve you because they're all busy with another customer, right? And they're just like walking along, kind of holding a vape and going, and you go, excuse me, sir, I'm with another customer, right? And it's like, and I was upstairs on the next level where they've got all the ovens and the hobs and everything, and there was one guy there and like 15 people like ducks following him around, like little baby ducks, all trying to get his attention. And so I went off and had a little look, and I started at the expensive ends, like £800-900. Well, you must be joking. Surely not. I just want to heat some eggs and bacon in the morning. And we got all the way around to Logic with a K, L-O-G-I-K, £274, right? Doesn't look that beautiful. I'm getting the face there. Don't go Logic. It's too late now. It's ordered. It arrives on Sunday. However, all I need is hot plates, 2 of them, every morning. I don't even use the oven or anything else. That's it. I'm not a great home cook. I eat here. So, anyway, that was the answer. Very good. That was a logical kind of question to ask. Now, in that beautiful crossover period, we've managed to set up 2 guitars and get our next artist ready to perform. I want to say, first of all, at the beginning of the night, I did compliment you, but you are the best audience on the tour so far. Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. Because, listen, it's the second half, and you're listening to people with pin-drop silence. And you've all had a drink. You've all been here for a little while. That is a rare thing. And if we could bottle it and sell it to other venues as essence of perfect audience, we'd make a fortune. But I think it's impossible, impractical, and probably a bit immoral to do that. So we'll just keep you here being lovely for us tonight. Thank you. In the meantime, will you please put your hands together and welcome to the... Nothing worse than premature introduction. I'll just slow it down. And welcome to the stage, our next performer. You saw him in the first half with an acoustic guitar. He's returning now with electric and acoustic. He's a wonderful singer and songwriter, as you know. Will you please make him feel very welcome one more time? The brilliant CARTWRIGHT!
Thank you. Thank you for Tony for his immense amount of wisdom that can keep me doing all that shit for quite a while, so thank you, mate.
Had her down in the capital. We start shakes with alcohol. We hit it off in crazy golf. Then I spent 3 weeks breaking down her walls. I found her love and she cut me off. She gave me head and left me in the dark. The summer died real fast that year when she told me things I didn't wanna hear, like goodbye for now. I really wanna love but don't know how. Don't wait around. I had a lot of fun but two's a crowd. I didn't know what the hell to do, so I cozied up to the Tuesday blues. It's funny how much feelings change when the girl you love turns around and says goodbye for now. I really wanna love but don't know how. Don't wait around. I had a lot of fun but two's a crowd. It's funny how much feelings change.
you very much. Cheers. Thank you. All right. Back in the acoustic. This is big round of applause for Mr. Rich, by the way, on sound. The man's a legend. Makes us all feel very comfortable up here, so thanks, mate. This next one is going to be my last of the evening. Thank you so much for checking in and checking me out. This one's called Into the Wild, and basically last year, for various different reasons, I kind of really needed to get out for a bit, and luckily managed to go down to Plymouth, get a little camper van, and did a little solo kind of trip around the UK. And just before I went, a friend of mine, who's usually here and usually relishes this every time I say this, suggested that I watch the film Into the Wild or read the book. I don't know if anyone else has done either of those things out in the audience, but I did. Not the best thing to do just before you do a solo trip around the UK, because it, spoiler alert, doesn't work out particularly well for the geezer. However, I did, and when I got back, I wrote this tune, which is kind of partly inspired by him and a bit about me. So thank you all so much. I've been Cartwright. You can check me out anywhere. This is Cartwright. It's always a big help. And yeah, have a great night. Thank you very much.
Raised up on money and killed by the cold, body forgotten and frozen snow. You were my reason, but I was the road, willing to risk it all to follow my heart. Into the wild, miles and miles, my father's son. Into the wild, I run. Raised up on money and built by the banks. No one to love you, just someone. You were my confines when I needed space. Critic afraid of praise. Willing stars into the wild, miles and miles, my father's son. Into the wild, I run. Into the wild, I run. No, I can't bear. Don't blame yourself. I love you, yeah. I love you, yeah. I love you, Ballum. Thanks so much for having me. I've been Cartwright. Have a great night. Cheers, thank you.
It's magical what you can do with 2 songs. Cartwright, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cartwright on all good social media. Lots of exciting things happening in Cartwright world coming up over the next month or so. So keep an eye on his social media to see more about that. We have only one final act to bring to the stage, and we're just going to move a few guitars and a few cables around because, part of what you're going to see will be more than you've seen before. That's all I'm going to say. However, it's your final opportunity to know more about my socio-economic outgoings in the culinary and kitchen department. If there's anything else like to know about my flat and my day-to-day cooking utensils, I'm happy to answer any questions. Oh, I have many. So I have which one would you like? That's the best one. Well, I don't know. In the 70s? Okay, the 70s. So 1977. I'm in Bristol, and I want to get out of Bristol. I'm a musician. I got my band. I'm doing local gigs, but my sights are set on the city lights, glittering streets of London town. How on earth am I going to make it up here and be successful in the music business? So I answered an advert in the Melody Maker, which was a magazine back then, which was like the newspaper form of the internet. Basically, you could buy equipment, sell equipment, meet people, advertise your gigs, basically everything that you do online right now, but in a newspaper. And there was this advert. I won't say the name at the top, but it said the name of the band. It said, rock band seeks drummer and keyboard synth player, no idiots. And I looked at it, I thought, I've got a keyboard, I've got a synth. I'm not an idiot. Better call the number. So I called the number, and I arranged to have an audition in London. I drove up in my trusty Austin 1100 with all my equipment, my HH combo, my Wurlitzer piano, my Korg micro synth stuffed in the back. Obviously an A to Z because there was no sat-nav. Tried to negotiate my way from the heart of Bristol across London to the East End behind Mile End Station to Scarf rehearsal studios and met this band. I'd never been in a rehearsal studio before. It was so exciting just to walk in the room. And there was these lines of amps and basses all turned on, ready to be started. And the hum made me feel, I didn't realize it because the movie wasn't there then, but you know that scene in Back to the Future where Marty McFly plugs the guitar in and there's that buzz and then he hits that first chord and goes, it felt kind of like that. There was a sense of raw power. Anyway, they started, it was that loud. We played music and I found my little way for a little while and then they went out and had a conflab and came back. The gig's yours. So I took it and that was Iron Maiden. So I moved to London to join Iron Maiden. So that's my claim to fame, or one of them. That'll be the 70s version. Thank you for that. That got us all the way to this point here. We're about to introduce the final act of the night. It's been such an insanely incredible night. All you have to do now is go completely crazy with your applause for the wonderful Emily Stratford.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for sticking around. I'm going to play a song that I've never played live before. So I know some of you haven't heard me play at all, so they're all new. But this is new for the old peeps. This is called Boys Like You. That was me.
Gonna take a step back now and lick my wounds. Took me for a ride, but I forgive you. Mama want me to be boys like you, boys like you. Boys like you get me in the mood. Straight steps, loose checks, and right on time. You're dropping in and out of my storyline. Dust on Mama want me there be boys like you. Mama want me there be boys like you, boys like you. Mama want me, my mama want me. Never said it would be easy on you. Never said it would be easy on you. Never said it would be easy on you. Boys like you, boys like you. For a girl like me. For a girl like me. For a girl like me.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This song is called What Have You Done? And I was listening to a David Bowie song, and I just basically ripped off the first chord. Nothing else is the same, but I just have to admit that this evening. I hope you like it. I start this one, don't I? It's been 3 years, guys. I'm a little bit... There's cobwebs in here. Just gonna... Oh, my band. This is Ollie on guitar. Yay! And vocals. This is Alex on cajon and vocals and vocal arranging. Okay.
It's not that I don't know, yeah, I heard it on the wind. My foot is at the ready, now I know where to begin. And I gotta be strong, I've gotta be wiser. But I need to let go if I wanna go higher, higher now. I can't be selfish, but my heels are digging in. And I gotta be strong, I've gotta be wiser. But I need to let go if I wanna go higher, higher now. You were there and you said it, baby. Now it's torn, your memories fading. Now I'm sitting bravely, you know. What have you done? Lord, what have you done? Ooh, oh. And I gotta be strong, I've gotta be wiser. But I need to let this go if I wanna go higher, higher now. You were there and you said it, baby. Now it's torn, your memories fading. I know. What have you done? You were there and you said it, baby. Played your part, now I'm standing bravely. You know. What have have you done? What have you done?
Thank you so much. Ha. Well, we can't end like that, can we? That was very sad. I would like to welcome to the stage the Adam Street Singers. We're
It's a flash mob.
so basically, I've given myself an encore. So I'm gonna get off the piano and we're gonna do one more song. Is that okay? Yeah. And I've got some friends with me. Hey, we've got Phil on the keys here. He's gonna play it right. I might go and hang with these.
Let's go again.
Shimmy with your papa, climb from the high truck, face so that I'm not, bend it at a time stop, jumped out, sat down, you know how to turn this around, high calls, fast falls, I know I can work this out. Give it up for the late night feeling now. Pull me out of the depths I'm feeling, just breathe easy now. Ooh, 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 late night feeling. Ooh, 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 late night feeling. Make me feel dizzy, push me down to my knees. Don't even be seen. Pop dropping through me, jumped out, sat down. You know how to turn this around. High calls, fast falls. I know I can work. Give it up for the late night feeling now. Pull me out of the depths I'm feeling, just breathe easy now. Ooh, ooh, late night feeling. Ooh, late night feeling. Last night, I think I lost my patience. Last night, I got higher than the expectations. Last night, I came to a realization, and I hope you can take it. I hope you can take it all, and I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my love for granted. I just don't understand it, no, and I'm too good to you. I'm way too good to you. You take my love for granted. I just don't understand, and I don't know how to talk to you. 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 Give it up for the
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Ollie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Stratford. Woo, woo, woo. That was fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, get that applause for going for all the artists you've heard tonight. For the fantastic MARGO RAATS. For the brilliant Ellis Berry. For the fantastic Nick Austin. For the sensational CARTWRIGHT. And for, of course, the wonderful Emily Stratford in this incredible lineup and this wonderful Adam Street Choir. Thank you. You are now part of the history of the Bedford. You've written yourself into the history of it all. Would you put your hands together for Rich, our god of audio, making everyone sound so good? Thank you, Rich. You've been an amazing audience. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I'd just like to leave you with two thoughts. The first thought is that coming to live music events is really important. We really need you, because if you hadn't been here tonight, for the artists tonight, for us, it would have just been a rehearsal. Mind you, if we hadn't been here for you, this would have been a really weird bar to just spend the last 2 hours in. We need each other. We're a team. So please, be a future of the music industry by going to gigs and supporting artists. The next generation of artists need audiences and venues to learn their craft, develop their art, and build their fan base and their audience base. And you, by attending and supporting and following the right Nick Austin and being part of the This Is Cartwright journey and the I Am Margo _ journey and all the rest of it, you are making an enormous difference to the future of our music industry. So thank you for doing that. And the second thing is, I know some of you have been drinking tonight. So if you've been drinking and you intend to drive home, can you please just drive as quickly as you can so you don't get caught? No, that's wrong. Be safe and sound, right? Come back and see us again soon, because we love you very much. Thanks and good night.